We've talked about it before several times about this new old truck that we're looking to get. Well, it's time to do a test drive. This isn't it. It's a KILR Awesome day, and here we are in this truck giving it a test drive. My wife is trying to figure how to drive.
I'm not trying to figure out how to drive. I'm trying to figure out where.
She's trying to figure out the gear shifter because it's up on the steering wheel.
No, not so much that. I'm trying to find where I can see the gears.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Where it's labeled, it's like labeled in like digital letters. What is up with this air conditioner?
I don't know.
It's like it's coming up off of the dash instead of here from the front. Well, I can tell you that downtown is straight ahead.
Should I turn?
Yeah, you could probably turn here. I don't think they got permission from Nintendo to paint that there, just saying. How does it feel as far as the ride?
It'd be nicer if I could scoot up just a little bit closer, but once again, we have a broken seat, it seems like.
You can ask them about that too. Alright, so the seat for one, the air, it's probably a setting or something. Because, like, why is it coming up from the top of the dash there instead of out here in the front? Usually there's a setting or something. But it looks like it's correct based on this. Well, I got the air working. I just hit auto is what I did.
Wow.
What does it seem like so far?
A bit of a mess.
A bit of a mess. Better or worse than that first truck we were driving?
Closer to sitting up front to the steering wheel with the other truck. The air worked just as well. This one is less bumpy. The other one was bumpy.
The other one, yeah, it felt like we were driving over a rock or something.
I was going to say driving a semi.
It depends upon which semi.
That first one you had, a self-driving car.
Oh, hey. They're taking over. Truck drivers. Anyway, oh yeah, that international truck was a pile of doo-doo. Hated that thing. I was irritated when someone ran into it or backed into it or whatever at a truck stop because I lost the load that I was going to be doing because that was like got to take me home. And so that all got delayed. But at the same time, I'm glad that the person hit it because then I was able to get a truck that I wanted. So there was a good point and a bad point. And there's people that are pulling left in front of us because, you know, that's what you do. It's got a sunroof. Ooh. Is that open? Oh, that does open.
It does?
I think there's hinges over here. We'll have to ask them. There's a thing.
Oh, that's what that does. Watch the mirror.
Oh, yeah.
You can pull it in.
So that's great to have on a semi truck, so that way some bonehead doesn't take out your mirror. We found it. Woo! So now we can put our hands up there and, you know, at the center of some road and like cheer or,
oh, you can pop it up that way.
Oh, wow, look at that. It's cool. Just an extra thing to break.
Oh, that opens the back window.
Huh.
And there's a TV here.
Oh, is that an actual TV?
I think so.
It sure is. It's a
Yeah.
monitor of some kind.
It may not work, but it's there.
We can ask about it.
He's driving now.
It's my turn.
We need to be scared. So what do you think of it so far?
Well, the engine it feels a little rough, but I'm like comparing that to a car.
What about the brake pedals and stuff? Like I said, it felt like the brake was kind of loose, and so does the
brakes
gas.
seem fine.
I don't know, it seemed loose to me. Like I had to push further to get it to stop. On the freeway, past the slow spot.
Yeah, some truck driver was taking their 30-minute break on the side of the road.
No, they weren't.
Well, it was a truck and there was a driver, so
It was a U-Haul truck.
it was still a truck. Well, let's see. As far as freeway driving,
Yeah, the bumpiness is because of the road itself.
yeah,
And it's not that bumpy, it's just kind of slight.
this needs an air horn.
We found the radio.
So what were you telling me?
Huh?
You said it had what?
It has some pickup.
That's good because this is a pickup.
I knew you were going to do that.
Also with the air conditioner, we notice it's cold, but then it'll warm up some and then it'll get cold again. And I think some air conditioners are like that, and others are, they're constantly cold. It also doesn't blow any stronger than what it is right now. It doesn't feel hot in here though, so it's doing what it's supposed to do. I'm going to look back behind the in the cab and see if there's some air vents there. Okay, so they're going to look at a few things. Now, as far as the tire, they have different size tires on there on the truck because the size that was there, they were a little too big than what they should have been, and it was causing problems when turning because it was like the tires were hitting the corner or something like that.
Yeah, you're going to have to roll up my window. You have it turned off over there. Thank you.
The parking assist, I was wondering what that was, and then I realized it's a backup sensor. So like when you're getting close to something, it'll beep. This car that we have does that. So that didn't seem to be working. We backed up into a spot. We made a spot. No, we backed up into a spot at a Circle K so we could switch, so that way we could both have a chance to drive on the freeway, which I think for the most part it seemed okay on the freeway.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a little bit of rough driving, but the guy explained that was also because they changed the tires, and that makes sense to me because the bigger tires had like better suspension or something. So it didn't feel unusually hard. It didn't. The ride did not feel unusually rough. Heck, I think it felt smoother than the semi-truck. Anyway, one of the other things was the airbag sensor. That's the sensor up in the front that they're in the process of replacing. The air conditioner, well, I'm not really sure about that. I mean, it's working. It does get cold. It doesn't blow very hard. But then again, this car doesn't do that either. I got it on full, and it blows about the same as that truck did. But we still want to have our mechanics take a look at it. But I don't know. What are your thoughts?
I don't know.
No, she has to sleep on it. She's got several days to think about it. Well, this looks familiar. Well, one episode was not enough on the $1.50, 30, whatever hot dog deal. So we had to do it again and then mix it in with the whole truck thing. So see, now you get 2 videos for the price of 1, just because I'm a swell guy. an hour later we get our freaking hot dog, or at least it feels like it anyway. I did get this pizza pretzel.
But it has pepperoni.
But it has pepperoni, and my wife doesn't like pepperoni. Yeah, they had this. Look at all that grease. Oh my goodness. That says health food right there. What do you expect for $1.38? You know, you're not gonna get top-notch service, I guess. All right, so we're at another place. We're going to take a look at another truck that my wife happened to see that's newer for the same price.
They have worn out buttons. Those were really used.
Yeah. Hey, all right. Looks like this is DOT compliant. We got a fire extinguisher down here. Well, we need warning triangles too. Well, it definitely feels like it's got braking power.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't feel too bad. One thing my wife noticed is that this is a work truck compared to the other one that we were thinking about getting. And yeah, I can tell. I looked at the bed of the truck and you can tell it was a work truck. 99-cent only store. I did a video about that. No longer around. We're doing team driving. Her clock's about ready to end, so yeah. I got to start mine up there. It's a truck driver. Look. Look. There's another one. For future reference, that's what gas prices are in 2024. By the time you're watching it, it's probably double that.
All right, he's driving. Scariness.
The Swift driver is driving. Well, you know, as far as the drive is concerned,
it's smoother.
It's smoother. It feels smoother.
Yeah.
Look. It's all pretty. All right, so, well, it's later, obviously, because it's darker. But we've decided to get this truck. The second one that we found.
Third.
Oh, yeah, the third one. Yeah, because the first one, we're just kind of like, not sure about it. The second one was, yeah, it looks kind of good. But the thing about that second truck that, you know, we've been waiting on for weeks, and I'm kind of glad that we were, because otherwise we wouldn't have gotten it, or we would have gotten it, and I don't think it would have pulled our fifth wheel, because they're like rated up to like 9,000 pounds or something. But if you use a fifth wheel hitch and it's on the axle, it can go more. But something about that truck, it didn't feel like a truck. Do you people know what I mean by that?
Probably don't, honey.
Probably not. So in 2024, let's just say that it felt like a vehicle that was trying to identify as a truck, but wasn't doing too good of a job. It was still trying to figure itself out. It looked, I mean, as far, you know, if you wanted just a truck, you know, that was kind of nice and a little comfortable, and, you know, you weren't trying to, you know, do any heavy hauling or anything like that. It seemed like it would be a fine truck. But then we test drove this truck that we're in right now, and it felt like a truck. It felt like it had power.
It's also newer.
It's also newer, yeah. It's a
And it
2013.
was the same price, so.
Same price. This is a 2013. The other one was a 2007. The payments on this are actually half as much as what they were going to do on the other one, because the other one was a 2-year loan. This one's a 4-year loan, which we're planning on getting it paid off before that. But it's always good to, if you happen to be in one of those tight situations for a month for whatever reason, it's nice that there is, a low payment. It eases things up a little bit. So, yep, we now have our truck. And the interesting thing, in the back, in the bed of the truck, is this square hole, which I think is what a fifth wheel hitch goes into. I think. I don't know. That's what the guy was saying, that there was something in the bed of the truck. It's the position of it looks about where a fifth wheel hitch would go. And on the rear of the truck, there is that same square hole setup to pull a trailer with a hitch. So I think whoever had this truck before was doing just that. Or something. But yeah, this truck doesn't have all the bells and whistles as the other one.
It doesn't have a sunroof. That's
It doesn't
automatic.
doesn't have a sunroof.
Automatic, open the window.
Window in the back didn't ooh, red. No. It's like all these red lights just fly. We're in the red light district. Anyway,
no, we are not.
Yeah, it doesn't have all the flashy stuff, but that's all stuff that just breaks down anyway. And then that's just money that now you have stuff that just doesn't work or half works, and you're like, do I want to get it fixed? Why do I have it to begin with? All that other stuff. What was important to us is we want to make sure that we actually get a truck that does what it needs to do. It pulls a fifth wheel, and not just on level surface. I'm sure the other truck probably would have pulled the fifth wheel fine on a flat surface. But if we're moving around and we're going uphill, up a mountain, or even down a mountain, because you'd have to have the stopping power and stuff too. You want to make sure you have a truck that can do that. And this truck feels right. So that's the only thing I can say. And maybe it's just weird, but I guess you had to be there. I don't know how to explain it. All I know is both my wife and I were thinking the same thing, that she wasn't so sure about it. We had put $1,000 down on the other truck. We have to get our money back. But when you're at a point where you're thinking, well, I don't want to make the person feel bad after all that time to put in that truck, to really tell them no. But that right there should tell you that you should probably not get that truck. If you're trying to reason, if you're trying to make an excuse for getting a truck that you don't think is right because of feelings, that's probably not the right truck. Or whatever it is that you're buying.